Good morning, friends. Zdravstvuyte, Dobry den, and welcome. Namaste. Today we are fortunate to have a very high-powered delegation from the Russian Federation, and Russia is a great friend of India for years, decades, and we have strategic partnership in many sectors like defense, science and technology, agriculture, culture. So we have many domains in which decades of friendship, relationship, partnership with Russia. So this partnership will also further get strengthened by this visit of a very high-powered delegation led by Mr. Igor Semenov, the Counsellor of Science and Technology, Mr. Sergei Mednikov, Second Secretary, Science and Technology in the Embassy of Russia, Mr. Alexander Balashov, the Head of Science and Technology, Russian Center for Science and Culture, Ms. Yulia Arabia, First Secretary, Mr. Ekaterino Turina, Attaché, Mr. Michael Ansiparov, Attaché, Mr. Igor Semenov, Mr. Sergei Mednikov. So it is indeed a very high-powered delegation. The whole of Science and Technology Division is here with us from the Russian Embassy. And all of them are new to the country. In fact, the leader of the delegation, Mr. Iger, has just joined the embassy 2 months ago. And some of them 3 weeks ago, some of them 2 weeks ago. So they're all new to India. So it is the first university they visited was Jawaharlal Nehru University. Now they are going to visit IIT, Delhi University, but they chose Amity as the foremost first private university to visit. So it's a great recognition for us. Let's welcome with gratitude, Mr. Igers. We are so delighted that you gave highest priority for Russia and for Amity. And I'm sure that you will find this visit very productive, cordial, and also the love and affection for the people of Russia from Amity and from India. The Indo-Russian collaboration, there is I can just mention a lot of things which we have done together, but I will pick up a few to show how intense this relationship, partnership has been between India and Russia. Since I am from Defense Research and Development Organization, I would mention two things, great things which we did. One is BrahMos, the fastest supersonic cruise missile today in the world is from India and Russia. With the Russian collaboration as a joint venture, the Brahmaputra and Moskva confluence is BrahMos. Brahmaputra, Moskva confluence. So we have a joint venture, and this is the fastest supersonic cruise missile today in the world, which is developed by Russia and India together. Let's clap for this partnership. And we have also the nuclear powered submarine, Arihant, which is again a very important strategic program with Russian partnership. Today we have the partnership, we have resulted in the nuclear powered submarine. And many more, ballistic missile defense. So that's on the defense side, a few of the chalak. The space, the cosmonauts, we have a very strong partnership with the Department of Space, Indian Space Research Organization. Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma in 1983, from space, he said, "Sare jahan se acha, Hindustan hamara." So one of our own Indian went with other cosmonauts to space as early as in the early 80s. And this is yet another, and we have a lot of collaboration between Indian Space Research Organization and the Russian space agencies. Then when you look at atomic energy, we have the nuclear power generation and many of the reactors, power generating reactor, we have been established with the partnership from Russia. And we have in science and technology with the Department of Science and Technology, we have a long program, Indo-Russian collaboration, which is known as ILTP, integrated long-term cooperation, long-term program where the science and technology, we have 26 panels there in ILTP, which did a lot of jobs with Russian Academy of Science at that point of time. Then when you look at the Russian Academy of Science, many of the academicians are well known to Amity, well known to our people, academician Kosnechev, academician Potapov, Ponomarenko, and many, many people, they are connected with us. So the Russian Academy of Science is very closely connected with many people here. And many people have, like Professor Prasad, is closely working in space science and technology with the Russian embassy. Mr. Alexander mentioned that he visits the Russian Center for Science and Culture. And many seminars were done together. And he was just remembering you, Prasad. Similarly, General Gadiok, he speaks Russian. And Amity is also giving a lot of focus in research and innovation, and also in language. In our Institute of Foreign Languages, we have Russian as one of the great focus. 800 students are learning Russians in this, and we need your support to expand this number. We need also some instructors from you to teach Russian in the Russian perspective with the semantics. So the Russian collaboration Amity has also established in a modest way, but we want to expand. Your visit of this high-power delegation is going to expand this. Far Eastern Federal University in Vladivostok, where Professor Gurinder Singh was there during the visit of our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, to Russia. And this was established, a center of excellence. And we have a center of excellence in Russia, Amity Center, and we have an Amity Center, a US center here, the Far Eastern Federal University Center of Excellence in Amity University. We have 18 students went to Russia and BRIC scholarships for immersion in Russian culture, science, technology. We have 10 memorandum of understanding with your institutions, with your universities, 10 MOUs, memorandum of understanding, like MIPT, Russian Academy, and so on. So this relationship is going to expand, deepen by your visit. And I want to introduce Professor Gurinder Singh, who is our group vice chancellor. And he has taken Amity to the world and brought world to the Amity. He focuses on collaboration, international collaboration. Even in that Far Eastern Federal University establishing the center, he played a pivotal role. So in spite of the busy schedule, he has agreed to be here. So on behalf of founder president, Dr. Ashok Chauhan, the chancellors, Dr. Atul Chauhan, Dr. Asim Chauhan, and from all members of Amity family, we extend a very warm, cordial welcome to this high-power delegation. My dear students, here is a very important delegation from Russia, and I'm sure many of you would like to go to Russia, learn their science, technology, culture, and we welcome all the students who are here. Let's clap for our students who are the future of the world. So with this, I would invite Professor Gurinder Singh to make some opening remarks and present the Amity group. What is today in terms of academics, how many universities, where all we are present, and his own vision to see the Indo-Russian collaboration in Amity growing further. So over to you, Professor Gurinder Singh. Welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Silvamurthy, and very warm welcome to all on behalf of our founder, Dr. Ashok Chauhan, on behalf of our Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan, Dr. Asim Chauhan, and on behalf of all very senior members who are present here, we welcome Mr. Igor Semenov, Counsellor, Science and Technology. Give you a big hand to him. It's certainly a privilege. It's certainly a privilege to see Mr. Sergei Mediknov, Second Secretary, Mr. Alexander, Ms. Yulia, Ms. Tyrannia, Mr. Michael, and all other very valuable delegates. And I can see some very senior members who are gathered here under the leadership of Dr. Subramurthy, Professor Das, our DGs from the Science and Technology, General Gadiok, and Ambassador Agarwal, who has spent long years in Russia. About 9 years he was at Moscow and was working very closely with the Indian missions. And Admiral Alok Bhatnagar, who is here, and very senior members, deans, faculty members, and students. It's a privilege to welcome each one of you. I'll be very quickly giving you an overview of MET Education Group and what we all have been able to do with Russia so far. MET has tremendous respect for Russia. Our founder, Dr. Chauhan, and our chancellors, they have a special place for Russia in their heart. And that is the reason that from the year 1996 onwards, since we have conceptualized our institutions, Russia is one of the language which we are teaching in all our institutions. And as Dr. Silvamurthy was saying, that there are hundreds of students who are learning Russian here. And we have been collaborating with various universities in Russia so that we should have meaningful partnerships with all of them. This is a photograph of our visionary founder president, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, who after spending more than 3 decades in Europe, came back to India with one vision, with one mission, with one aim, that we should be able to create world-class institutions who should be able to bring a change, who should be able to bring a word as closer entities and to deliver the quality education. These are the photographs of our 2 chancellors, Dr. Atul Chauhan, who himself is a product of London School of Economics and University College London, and Dr. Asim Chauhan, who is a product of Wharton Business School, and are all trustees who have studied in some of the top institutions of the world. MET as such, we have got 200,000 students today, 6,000 full-time faculty members who work day and night, about 4,000 adjunct faculty members, 11 universities in Noida, in Gurugram, in Greater Noida, in Lucknow, Jaipur, Mumbai, Gwalior, Kolkata, Raipur, Ranchi, Patna, Mohali, and Bengaluru. More than 150 institutions, overseas universities and campuses. We have got a university status in London, university status in Singapore. We have got 175 acres campus in New York, which we acquired from St. John's, a university in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, in Sharjah, in Mauritius, South Africa, Kenya, China, Amsterdam, San Francisco, and new university which we have been able to create in Uzbekistan in Tashkent. 28 schools and preschools, 2,000 acres of campuses, 20 million square feet of buildings, and these are all greenfield projects which we have been able to create. More than 400 programs. Our scientists have filed more than 1,780 patents. 3,500 case studies we have been able to develop through our management schools, which are referred by almost all the leading business schools of the world, including some of the Russian universities. Alumni across the world, and from the last 9 years, we have been ranked as the #1 non-for-profit private university of India. This is the MET philosophy. You will find that we are present in almost all the important segments of education. Our K-12 schools are best in India. This year, again, our class 12 topper and 10th class topper, they were from MET schools. Undergraduate programs, postgraduate programs, PhD programs, postdoctoral programs, best in online education, corporate training, and continuing education. You name a segment and you will find that MET is there. All the leading recognition and accreditations university has. We have got recognition from the UGC. We have been established under the special act. Each of the university has been established under the special act of the legislature. Got A+ grade from NAC, which shows the quality standards which we follow. And besides all the important accreditations, if you look at the latest rankings of MET universities, we are amongst the top 3% universities of the world globally. As per the QS ranking and as per the THE ranking, we are amongst the top 3% universities of the world and amongst the top 1% universities of the world, which are the most employable universities in India. These are the 6 known institutions, best known institutions, which have been able to create and produce the most employable graduates. And MIT is one of them, which includes IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur, and of course, MIT family. Though we have got all the domestic accreditations, we have also got accreditation from the US, which means that are all institutions and universities, they are falling and they are having the regional accreditation as per the standards which have been prescribed by the US universities. Also, we have got the accreditation from the UK Accreditation Council QA, which means that all universities in India, which we are running here and abroad, they are equivalent and following all the quality standards which are being followed by US universities and in the UK universities. And I would like to share with you, Excellency, that with Russia we work very closely and we have mapped our programs with some of the top universities of Russia. So whatever quality standards Russian universities are following, those quality standards also we are following in India. And these are the top ranked universities of India, and how we are able to match our institutions and where we stand. Our business school is amongst the top 3 business schools of the country. Our international business school, MIT International Business School, is the best in the country. Our engineering institution is the best in the country in the private sphere. Our School of Communication is best in the country in the field of journalism and communication. Our biotechnology institution is the best in the country in the area of biotechnology. We have got a defense institution and a unique institution where we are offering defense courses, and the only institution which has been created and is creating landmark. We are offering doctoral and postdoctoral programs there. We are offering fashion programs, and our fashion programs are again the best in the country. And why I am showing you this slide, so that you have an idea that whichever programs we are offering, we are benchmarking those programs the best in India and amongst the top brands in the world. These are the ranking of our MBA and online programs, which are so ably being led by Mr. Ajit Chauhan. This has got a distinction of being the top 40 programs of the world. Our rank is 37. And MIT has been able to bring some of the top brands to the world. We are opening Harrow schools. As you know, Harrow schools are one of the best schools of the world. And we are bringing Harrow schools to New York and to India and to Middle East. This is another known figure, Dr. Philip Kotler, who is known as father of modern marketing. And the only university and institution with whom he has collaborated is MIT University. So we are not only teaching marketing, or in business school, we are not only teaching the principles of management, but we are trying to bring some of the best people of the world to have a collaboration with us. This is our Dubai campus. And this is a photograph of our Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan, who was on the cover page of the Forbes. And our all campuses, they have got the certificate as a platinum leadership in energy and environmental design, and got the platinum certification, which is the highest achievable standard in this area. This is a photograph of our MIT University where you are sitting. We have got 85 acres of campus here, about 4.1 million square feet of buildings. This is a Greater Noida campus, which is just 15 kilometers from here, about 21 acres of campuses. And last time your team came and they visited that campus also from Russia. We have got 40 acres campus in Lucknow. This is our 150 acres campus in Jaipur, in Rajasthan. This is our 110 acres campus in Gurgaon. This is our 30 acres campus in Mumbai. This is our 100 acres campus in Gwalior. This is our Kolkata campus. This is our Raipur campus, Jharkhand campus, Patna campus, and this is our new university at Mohali. It's a 40 acres campus, Chandigarh. And these are our campuses in Ahmedabad, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Indore, Bhubaneswar, Kochi, Chennai, Pune. So you name a country and you name a city in India, and you will find that we have our presence there. We have our campuses in USA, in Singapore, in South Africa, in UK, in Kenya, in Uzbekistan, in Netherlands, in UAE, and we are looking forward to establish our university and campus in Russia. And we have got some very close ties with universities, which I am explaining in my subsequent slides. These are the photographs of MIT Singapore campus, MIT Mauritius campus, MIT New York campus, MIT Nairobi, MIT Tashkent, MIT London, and MIT Dubai. These are our campuses in South Africa, Singapore. Now, MIT Russia. What we have been doing with Russia so far, besides establishing a Russian center at MIT and establishing MIT Center in Russia, Dr. Roman Kopin, governor of Chokota region, is one of the honorary members of the International Advisory Board, and we consult them. Mr. Dmitry Borvikov, who is the CEO of the RU Tech Park, participated in the virtual conference in 2021, and we are establishing and we are creating a joint incubator with them and working on creating 3 companies, especially in the area of econometrics, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. With the Far Eastern Federal University, we have got very close ties. Professor Victoria Parnova, who is the vice rector, and the rector of the university has visited MIT University thrice, and they are also on our International Advisory Board. 18 of our students, they went to Far Eastern Federal University on the scholarship of the BRICS, and they spent somewhere about 6 weeks in Russia, in your country. We have been able to create meaningful internships. About 21 of our students, they have done internships with various companies in Russia. And we have similarly requested our partners to send students to India. About 800 students at MIT University, in this very university, I am sure that quite a few of us must be sitting here. They are learning Russian language here. FIFU, Far Eastern Federal University, inaugurated their center at MIT University, and we are working very closely with them. Dr. Andriy Kuzmin from the Penza State University, Russia, participated at International Conference on Cloud Computing and Big Data at our conference in 2016. MIT and Peter the Great St. Petersburg Polytechnic University have been the knowledge partners and undertook joint conferences in 2016 and 2017. We have also been, we have proposed a IEEE conference with Russia in 2023. Losmanov Moscow State University and MIT have undertaken research in the area of nanoscale and bioelectronics biosensors. MIT students went to Ural Federal University, Russia for a neuroscience program in 2019. And this is our latest, where when Honorable Prime Minister was there and there were 4 chief ministers. What we did was that we signed an MOU.
Приглашаются ректор Дальневосточного федерального университета Никита Юрьевич Анисимов.
We invite for the signing the rector of the Far Eastern Federal University, Mr. Anisimov.
И ректор университета Амити Гуриндер Сингh.
And the rector of the Amity University, Mr. Singh.
So that kind of closeness we enjoy with Russia, and we want that our students in large numbers, they should work with the Russian companies especially, and Russian students, they should come to India and they should be a part of the initiatives we are taking. But tremendous energy Indian students have. And if you will meet our students, some of whom you will be interacting with, you will find that they are not only bright students, they are not only concentrating on science and technology, but they are the ones who have got tremendous respect for Russia. So we look forward to establish long-lasting relationship with Russia, where our students, they can do internships, they can work in Russia, and similarly on reciprocal basis, Russian students can come and they can become a part of our various programs. One of the programs which we run is known as India Immersion Program, where the students from across the globe, they have joined. From Australia, under the New Colombo plan, we have hosted highest number of students. From UK, we have hosted highest number of students under the Yukari scheme. From America, under the US aid scheme, we have hosted highest number of students. And we look forward towards Russia, who's the closest partner of India, to host large number of Russian students also in this university. These are few photographs when I was there in Russia. with the Chief Minister of UP, with the Chief Minister of Haryana, with the Chief Minister of Goa, and of course with the Honorable Prime Minister. We were looking at establishing long, sustainable ties with Russia. And Dr. Chauhan has got tremendous vision for Russia. Every time he interacts, our founder, he talks about Russia, what we are going to do with this. This is the photograph when we were there with the rector of Far Eastern Federal University. And this is the center which we created. This is the agreement which we signed with the incubator to create meaningful companies with Russia, where our students can get an opportunity to work with Russian companies. New education policy. I think this is something which is amazing opportunity, and Ambassador Agarwal and myself, we were discussing earlier that there are tremendous opportunities on which Russia and India can work together. With the new education policy, we can look at offering joint twinning and dual degrees with Russian universities. We can bring Russian universities to India to open their campuses and to offer them spaces. We can integrate technology in building a long-term, profitable and sustainable partnership through e-learning and co-branded programs. And by the way, we are the best in India and Asia as far as e-learning is concerned. In Africa, we were able to educate more than 40,000 African students. Offering meaningful internship and exposure to Russian students through India Immersion Program. Building research, training and consultancy partnership with short duration joint programs and certification. Building consortium of Russian and Indian universities. And I think that MIT can do it in the best possible way to accept credits of each other and offering joint degrees and certifications. These are the various projects which we have been able to do. And this is one project, Pan-African E-Network project, which we did under the leadership of our president, Dr. Kalam, who was the ex-president of India. And for the first time, Excellency, when he went to Africa, he talked about giving Africa a gift which Africans are going to remember for decades. And when he said this in Addis Ababa, everyone clapped. And for 3 months, there was an applause. And then the second sentence, which Dr. Kalam said, but I'm not going to give even a single dollar as a financial aid. So people were thinking that what he's going to give is not going to give dollars, and what he's going to give. He said, I'm going to give this world a gift of education. And this was a long time back. And MIT became the largest partner of Ministry of External Affairs. And we implemented this project. So 40,000 African students we coached. And we appeal to you that maybe that you can become a partner of the various initiatives we are taking in the area of distance learning, e-learning. And we will be able to educate not only students in Africa, in Russia, but along with Russia, we can propagate the Russian education and by bringing Russian universities and Indian universities together. We are very strong in science and technology, defense technology, nuclear technology, medicine, and some of the key areas about which Dr. Silva Murthy is going to give presentation. I think that those are the areas where we like to work with you very closely. This is another area, MIT Innovation Incubator. We have been able to create more than 300 companies, and these students which which are in front of you, they have got amazing energy. And I think that Russia, if you go and the way they are able to organize students, you will find that no one in the world can better organize incubator. What I saw at Vladivostok, the way the East Economic Forum was organized, the way we saw more than 1,000 companies participating in this fair, I think that was an eye-opener. And in 2023 and 2024, along with FIFU, we have requested that they should consider MIT to be their partners, and we can hold joint conferences with them. Skills and vocational training is another area. We know that Russia has done a lot of work in the area of vocational training. So this is one area which we like to develop with the Russian universities. As such, at MIT, we are offering 400 disciplines. So we will like to work very closely with you to identify some areas where Russian universities are interested. And of course, the areas in the research where you will like to shortlist. And you can very well see the languages which we are offering. Russian is one of the languages which is being offered to our all students. Research collaborations across the globe. And you can see one of the biggest area we have identified is Russia, with whom we want to establish meaningful partnership. Interaction with some of the VIP dignitaries, which includes the President of India, Prime Minister of India, Ministers of India, Nobel laureates of India. and Word, who have propagated various theorems. Ambassador lecture series. We feel so privileged that Russian ambassador has spoken in one of our seminars, and I can see some of our old colleagues who came along with the Russian ambassador at that point of time. And this has all resulted into the widespread international linkages. We have got more than 300 linkages, and you can see some of the Russian brands here, including FIFU, with whom we have got international linkages. But with all these, what we try is that we should be able to create a nation, we should be able to create a country, we should be able to serve the government through mutual collaborations. All the public sectors in India, we are the largest partner. We train them. 22,000 volunteers we train for Commonwealth Games. MIT Humanity Foundation, Dr. Chauhan, who is our founder, always says that university has no meaning if it is not has got a heart. So through our MIT Humanity Foundation, we are educating more than 2,000 girls and 1,000 boys who are living in slums. We fund their education, and it gives us immense satisfaction when we see them graduating from our schools and going and joining some of the leading institutions of the world. And this is the future of MIT, 35 MIT universities, 100 campuses across the world, including a campus and a university in Russia. Thank you so very much.
Say, Excellency, Mr. Igor Semenov, thank you, Professor Gurinder, for taking us through the group, how many campuses we have across the globe, how many students, 200,000 students, 10,000 faculties, 5,000 PhD scholars. It's a great institution, MIT. And now I will take you through some of the glimpses of research and innovation, because your country is very strong in technology, be it in defense, space, agriculture, you name anything, basic science, applied science. So you have a great strength. So we are now looking at how do we build all our institutions as a research and innovation driven university. That is the dream of our founder president, Dr. Ashok Chauhan, as well as the chancellors. So you have already been informed about all that, what we have done with Russian institutions, and we would like to now expand. So your visit as a high-power delegation is going to further augment multifold in terms of our collaboration in research and innovation besides the academic the endeavors. We have 10 MOUs with Russian institutions. These are some of the very important treasure which we need to harness. I'm sure your visit coming here will further bring out the outcomes from this memorandum of understandings with Far Eastern Federal University, of which we have already commenced some activities, but then we want to expand that those endeavors there. Novosibirsk State University for Economics and Management, and Penza State University, Lomonosov Moscow State University, Peter the Great St. Petersburg Polytechnic University, the Ural State University of Economics, Russia, and Gorbachev Gozbas State Technical University, Russian Federation, and government of the Chukotka Autonomous Region. So like this, RU Tech Park, this is the just glimpse of what we have begun together. But now we want to expand and also get the best outcome from these MOUs. You have already been told about our FAFO campuses, but I will now show you where do we stand in terms of research and innovation. Mr. Igor, in Amity today in the country, the recent national ranking Amity is 22 in the country. Even though we are just young, 17 years young as a university, we have been able to come to the position of 22. Among 1,000 universities in India, we are in the position of 22. In engineering, we are number 25. Pharmacy, number 17. But then we want to be in all this in top 10 position. So we are now with your partnership, with your collaboration.
The Indian Intellectual Property Office of the Government of India has conferred the National Intellectual Property Award 2020 on Amity University for Top Indian Academic Institution for Patents and Commercialization, a reflection of Amity's commitment to research and innovation.
This is the recent recognition Amity University has got from the Government of India, the Ministry of Commerce and Industries, for the largest number of patents filed and commercialized, translating them into product, technology, process, taking to the people. This was just given 6 months ago. When you look at just to give a glance of the research accomplishment so far, 400 ongoing projects are there in our campus. We have filed 1,765 patents, 30,000 research papers in journals of repute like Nature, the Science, New England Journal of Medicine, the Lancet, Material Horizon, Nano Letters, PRL, and also the PNAS. Many top journals Amity University publishes, our faculties publish. We also run journals. We have 19 journals run by Amity University. First, we created the right ecosystem, like connecting with the stakeholders, IPR, Intellectual Property Rights Protection Cell, the Directorate for Technology Transfer and Innovation Cell, Technology Enabling Center, and also Entrepreneurship Development Cell. So these are some of the structures which we created. Then we also brought eminent people as a core faculty, as well as connected with human resource outside. We also brought Nobel laureate to our campus, and we created centers in their names, and they are honorary presidents, the founder presidents of those centers which we have established here. We have more than 300 honorary professors, honorary doctorate holders from Amity, and also the adjunct professors. These are the core faculties which we brought senior level, and some of them I have put them over here. And they're all eminent achievers from different disciplines who are the vice chancellors of our campus, like Dr. Rakesh Bhatnagar, Dr. Kohli, Dr. P.B. Sharma, Professor B.C. Das, who is here, an eminent cancer biologist. So like this, we brought eminent people to drive the research, innovation, and quality academics. Then we also mingled them with youngsters, like Ramalinga Swami Fellows, Ramanujam Fellows, Inspire Faculties, Welcome Trust Fellows. So this added great value, the senior people mentoring the young, energetic group of researchers. Then we also connected with the other honorary and adjunct professors across the globe, like Stanford, Cambridge, Brown, Cornell, Kyoto, NUS, Toronto, and many others. Then we also have a technology enabling center to mature a technology from a low level of readiness level, TRL level 2 or 3 to 6 or 7. So we created technology enabling center. We created the research infrastructure, beautiful laboratories where the researchers, they work, they live, and also the fax facility, this scanning electron microscope, and many more, HPLC, atomic absorption spectrophotometer. Then we also created a nuclear security laboratory here for creating the human resource and capacity building for nuclear security. So this is yet another recent contribution. Amity Institute of Nuclear Science and Technology has expanded this facility. Then we created missions like Mission Synergy. We want to create synergy with Russian institutions, Russian universities. And we want to connect in a large number of Russian institutions. So the Mission Connect, Mission Synergy has really brought very fruitful outcome in terms of research and innovation. Then we connected with industry, because industry is one of our major stakeholders. So some of the industries like Tata's, they have put facilities here for automobiles, aerospace engineering, and also the robotic manufacturing. So they have created facilities in Amity. So we have brought some industries to university campus. And similarly, Counsellor, which is a Canadian company. So we would also welcome your Russian industry to put some of their facilities here and connect with our students and also the faculties. Then we signed the MOUs, both at national and international level, like Indian Council of Agriculture Research, Indian Council of Medical Research, Defense Research and Development Laboratories, hospitals. So this acted like a force multiplier. Then we created verticals like computational biology, cancer biology, translational research, molecular medicine and stem cell research, genetic engineering, genome engineering, neuroscience, public health, click chemistry, drug design, atmospheric science, and also Indian systems of medicine like yoga. In FEFU, we have established a yoga center there. Data science, artificial intelligence, nanotechnology, robotics, the space science, and also food and agriculture, and photonics and optoelectronics, spintronics. These are some special niche areas where we created specialization. Then some of the innovations I'll just pick up to show you. In agriculture, we have done a very important innovation to develop a root endophyte, Piriforma spora indica, which gives protection against the abiotic stress. So this we have given to 5 industries in India and one of them abroad as well. Agrivoltaic, to double the income of the farmer. In the same agricultural land, we are cultivating crop on the ground. Above the ground, you put the pole and harness the solar energy. So the farmer gets 2 income, one from the crop, the other from solar harvesting, solar energy harvesting. So we also do pond cleaning like nanoelectronics, and from wastewater we generate electricity. We clean the industrial effluents by using nano sponge. And we also have biodegradable plastics, which Dr. Harsha has developed, herbal mosquito repellent, and also herbal colors to keep it safe. So herbal medicine is one of the focus research here. And also here, I'll take one of these in this slide to give the potable water. We have used nano silver at the bottom, where you see that you just keep dipping the nano silver impregnated the container, so you can just purify from the microbial contamination. So such innovations we have been able to develop. Cancer biology is a strong group Dr. Das has built for different type of cancer, cancer breast, cancer cervix, cancer head and neck, and so on. And he is now developing a triple conjugate, which is a known anti-tumor agent conjugated with the curcumin, which is a herbal agent, and also folate. That gives the signature of cancer stem cell. So we are attacking the cancer stem cell. So cancer biology is yet another very strong area. Then we also work on natural products like L-DOPA from the natural source, herbal. We have developed DOPA for the Parkinson's. Then we also have group working on nutraceuticals for diabetes. And the artificial intelligence-based platform to find new vaccines, repurposing of the drugs, and also many other medical applications. We are using artificial intelligence AI platform in a big way. And these are some of them. Even to detect the tuberculosis or COVID-19, we have been able to develop the image processing through this. Engineering, we also have great contributions. Like to PCB prototyping, we have been able to develop a simple method of inkjet printing. Instead of photolithography, mechanical grooving, we have been able to develop using inkjet printing, 3D model, which I have shown here. You don't need much clean room or the masking, all that is not required. So it's a very simple way. Similarly, we have a 3D printing for the face mask, N95 mask during the COVID situation. We have been able to bring more than 2,500 masks have been sold so far. And these are underwater autonomous system. We have a student project and also the smart portable cost-effective ventilator, the gelatin-free mask. Here I would pick up the middle one, the mobile-based handheld OP compounds. The pesticides are sticking to the vegetables, fruits. When you go to buy a vegetable, can you see the purity of these vegetables free from OP compounds, organophosphorus compounds? This is a mobile-based sensor which we have been able to create. We also have biosensor program for aflatoxin as well as the glycated hemoglobin. We have developed the nano-based biosensor. Agriculture, your focus is on the post-harvest management, And we have a strong environmental science group which work very closely with international agencies for monitoring the air quality and air pollution. And our presence is there in Antarctica as well as the Southern Ocean. We do research on the environmental impact of the so many the visiting expeditions going there, what changes it brings in. And then we also have a strong space science and technology headed by Professor M.S. Prasad, where we look at the AI-based satellite image classification for various applications, strategic application, as well as in agriculture. If there is a rust in wheat, can you identify how much field of rust the wheat is affected by this pathogen? You can see it from the pattern recognition using IR images. And we are also building a nano satellite, which will go in the next year into space. There's a 3 CubeSat, which we are building, and we will be putting the payload for atmospheric science, atmospheric studies. The first payload, the biological payload into space from India is going from Amity University. Amity University, Mumbai. We are putting a callus of a vegetable plant as well as a bacteria, which we are sending into the space. This will be the first payload, biological payload from India is going from Amity. And now Shivani Verma has taken a very recently a big project on identifying in a crowd or a mob. Can you identify an antisocial or terrorist by looking at the facial, the configuration, skeletal configuration, gestures, and also the gait? By using these physiological parameters, using the artificial intelligence, can you precisely say this was the individual? So we have developed this, and it is undergoing validation now by Shivani Verma. And we have also created Amity Global Research Network for novel viruses. Today it is coronavirus. Tomorrow it could be yet another virus. So we have created a global network to find remedies, exchanging thoughts, ideas, and then finding solutions very fast. So we have created, and in Amity University in the Long Islands of New York, we have created Amity Global Research Hub over there. These are some of the initiatives taken during COVID-19. I'll pick up one, the last one, AI-based screening for SARS drugs and vaccine. So you can use this AI platform to downstream the potential candidates and choose the right one to take it forward. So we have developed the AI platform with the participation of our scientists. Then our scientists are recognized like Royal Society of Chemistry, Royal Society of Biology. Our faculties are fellows over there. And we also have national and international awards and recognition. The one which I have shown, 14 Amity faculties are there in the survey which we have carried out. Stanford survey which has carried out globally, and 1,500 scientists have been identified. And there are 14 Amity faculties from in this 2%, top 2% global researchers from India. So thank you very much. And this is just a glimpse of our research and innovation. Now, may I introduce some of the senior colleagues over here so that you get a glimpse of the galaxy of our luminaries and the faculties, officials over here. We will start with General Gadiok, Lieutenant General Gadiok. He is the director. Over to you, General Gadiok. Just briefly introduce your name, affiliation, and responsibility.
Спасибо, гражданин. Очень хорошо. Добрый день. I extend a very hearty welcome to our Russian comrades on the Russian embassy today. We are extremely heartened to have you here. It's an excellent opportunity for comrade who's sitting next to me, Ambassador Agarwal, and for some of us who have been once upon a time very proficient in Russian language to speak to our comrades over here today. We would like to extend not only a very hearty welcome, but would also like to indulge with them in great amount of detail, because we have tremendous amount of symbiotic connect and familiarity. Actually, it is not civilizational alone, but also there's tremendous amount of oneness in as far as our character is concerned. I happen to be General Gadiok. I've spent 40 years in the Indian Army, and I am presently the Director General of Amity Institute of Defense Strategic Studies, also looking after the Amity Center for Defense and Strategic Analysis, and the Vice Chairman also for Amity Institute of Defense Technology. And that is exactly why I was requesting you that since I come from Nationalne Akademie Aberuni, that is the National Defense Academy from NDA, we would like to enter into some kind of defense partnership with you in as far as your strategic research forum is concerned. We have very brilliant researchers, that is from the armed forces, 50 of them, the largest which any university has got in the country. We also have the Amity Institute of Defense and Strategic Studies, which has got the master's as well as the bachelor's honors degree in Defense and Strategic Studies. We are also having a think tank, which is one of the leading think tanks, and we've signed a lot of memorandum of understanding with the strategic fora all over the world and outreach program. We look forward to having a very meaningful strategic partnership.
Thank you, General Gadyog. Can we have Ambassador Agarwal?
Dobry dzień. Ja pozdравляю делегация посольства России в Новой Дели. Я очень рад сегодня. Я думаю, я еще раз работаю в Москве, где я работал 30 лет назад в посольстве Индии, второй раз 99 года. 22 лет назад. Сегодня я работаю в университете Amity, да, отдел отношений, международные отношения. Еще раз поздравляю вам, and thank you very much. Большое спасибо вам.
Thank you, Ambassador Agarwal. Mr. M.S. Prasad. Prasad?
Good afternoon, Alexander and Mr. Igor. I have a long relationship with them, sir, and I really admire you could find a time to visit, although I had requested so many times. Julia, you included. I have a long memory with the Russian, people that I had gone about 25 years back on some learning to the space people. And all the institutes which you had referred me at that time, both of us are in contact with them, and we are trying to do a couple of research together. Thank you very much for coming, and we are really grateful you could find time.
Thank you, Professor Prasad. Shivani?
Very good afternoon, sir. It's an honor that we are getting a chance to interact with you. And we have already worked with Mr. Alexander, actually. And so I'm working with Professor Prasad, and we are working on a number of research areas. Like we are working on, like Silvamurthy sir mentioned, we are working on a DRDO project, that is AI-based detection of a person. Then we are working on CubeSat. We are designing a CubeSat in our department, which will be launched next year in March. Then we are working on spacecraft health monitoring using cognitive technologies. So these are some of the areas we are working on.
Thank you. Dr. Sunita Rattan.
Yeah, very good afternoon. First of all, I welcome all the dignitaries to Amity University. It's a very good chance for us to interact. Actually, I am a director at Amity Institute of Applied Sciences, and we are catering to UG and PG courses, BSc and MSc courses, along with the PhD courses. And when I look forward for collaboration, I would look for the collaborations in many areas, because we can see the areas which are there in Russia. Our faculty members are already in touch with some of the professors in some of the universities. For example, I'm also working with Professor Sanatov from Mississippi University, Moscow, National University of Mississippi, Moscow. And then the second collaboration I would like to see that in our MSc programs, we've got 6 months training internship for our students. And it would be great that we can send our students for internships in various universities over there. And the third area that we look forward for the joint supervision of our PhD students, one professor from Russia and one professor from Amity University. So this is my, this is what I see in collaborations.
Thank you, Dr. Sunita. Dr. O.P. Sinha.
Welcome to Amity University UP. I am director of the Amity Institute of Nanotechnology, and we have the privilege that our students already work in the State University, Moscow State University, and the St. Petersburg State University, who are pursuing their PG program. And time to time, whenever they are getting the interaction, they are basically exploring the possibility for dissertation works, and my faculty is exploring the collaboration from the Russian University, especially in the hydrogen generation.
Thank you. Dr. Nutan Kaushik.
Thank you. Good afternoon to all of you. I am Nutan Kaushik. I am Director General of Food and Agriculture Foundation, Amity University. So I look after the institutions and research centers working in the area of food and agriculture. So I have a long collaboration with Russia, 10 years long collaboration with St. Petersburg University. And I am also the advisor to the Russian Academy of Sciences. So, and we work closely on the area of agriculture and also on natural products. So, this.
Thank you, Dr. Nutan. Dr. Nirupama Prakash.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to all the dignitaries. I am Nirupama Prakash, Director of Amity Institute of Social Sciences, wherein we offer various UG, PG and PhD programs. Our UG programs we have in social work, political science, sociology, history, philosophy, geography, and masters in social work, sociology, political science, development studies, and history as well, and PhD programs. Well, Russia is very famous for all the, the cultural, and we'd be very happy to join hands in collaborative research projects, internship in any one of these areas, and also, take it forward further. Thank you.
Dr. Rumi Dev.
Good afternoon, all. I welcome all of you to Amity University. I am Dr. Rumi Dev, and I'm looking after Amity Institute of Anthropology. And in our institute, we run undergraduate programs in anthropology, post-graduation, and PhD program. Besides, we do a lot of research in community and populations in various social issues, biological and health issues. So a lot of research we do at the community level. So I look forward in collaboration in research. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Dr. Harsha Karkwal.
Good afternoon, dignitaries, and I'm Dr. Harsha Karkwal. I'm looking after Amity Institute of Phytochemistry and Phytomedicine, and we have
keep it closer. Keep the mic closer.
So we have PhD program, and we also take students for dissertation work, and we are open for joint collaborations for PhDs and dissertation students. We already have a collaboration with Dr. Eugenia. She's from All Russia Scientific Research Institute of Medicinal and Aromatic Plants from Moscow, Russia. And we are working closely with her. So thank you,
Dr. Harsha. Expand this collaboration. Dr. Nagalakshmi Raman.
Yeah, thank you so much. Very warm welcome to all the dignitaries. And I'm Professor Nagalakshmi. We are running an international studies program, UG, PG and PhD in international relations. I would like to share here two of our students were selected for BRICS exchange program, what Professor Gurinder Singh sir was talking about, FEFU. Two of our students were selected for this on the full scholarship. And they really enjoyed, and now one of the students is actually gone back to Tashkent to work further on. Thank you so much, and I look forward to more for our students an opportunity to explore the Russia.
Congratulations. Take it forward again. Dr. R.K. Singh.
Good afternoon, everyone. I extend my warm welcome to all Russian delegates present here. I, Dr. Ravikant Singh, Professor and Head R&D Division of Amity Institute of Biotechnology, Amity University, Noida campus. And as everybody knows, world knows, Indo-Russian relationship is the strongest relationship in the world. And I hope, I believe, Amity-Indo relationship will also be the strongest relationship here. And as far as biotechnology is concerned, we all know Russia is very strong in security, national security, as well as agriculture sector. Being a biotechnology expert, we can contribute in the area of agriculture biotechnology by managing smart farming, and how with the help of artificial intelligence and all, we can increase the performance and the productivity of the crops and all. So I hope biotechnology will contribute a lot in this area, agriculture biotechnology. As well as defense technology is concerned, the security division is there. So biotechnology and defense technology will contribute a lot in the collaboration with
Thank you.
Russia.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
May I now invite Dr. Pranshu Chopley.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon and warm welcome to the Amity University. I am Professor Pranshu. I am from Amity School of Hospitality. We are running the courses in the hospitality. We have a Bachelor of Hotel Management, MBA Hospitality Management, and PhD Hospitality Management.
Thank you, Mr. SN Singh.
Warm welcome to the Amity University, and I wish the collaboration between the RESA and Amity University to flourish. I am director in the Directorate of Science and Innovation, looking after mainly the management of funded projects, as well as also involved in enhancing the research and innovation activity through target setting mode.
Thank you. Dr. Admiral Bhatnagar.
Dobro Diyan. My name is Rear Admiral Alok Bhatnagar. After spending about 40 years in the Navy, I have now joined Amity University as the Deputy Director General for International Affairs Division. I work very closely with Dr. Gurinder Singh in internationalizing the brand Amity. I also spent about 1 year in Riga in SSSR, but I must say, Yani Znayo Paruski.
Thank you, Dr. Gopal.
Good afternoon. Very warm welcome to delegation at Amity. Before I joined Amity, which is very recent, I was in DRDO, Defense Research and Development, and as the global head for international collaborations, I have very strong, very close relationship with Russia, and I wish to continue there. I'm here as a Deputy Director General, Science and Innovation Directorate. Thank you.
Dr. Neeraj Sharma.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Neeraj Sharma. In my previous work, I was advisor technology development in Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. I was also secretary to the Technology Development Board, Government of India. Here in Amity University, I'm working in the Foundation of Science, Technology, Innovation Alliances, strengthening the S&T research, infrastructure, and technology development areas. Thank you.
Dr. Chakravarti.
Yeah. Very warm welcome to all of you.
Is there anyone?
You know, in my previous position, I was with the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, which is the largest industrial research body in the country. And we had a strong partnership with Russian Academy of Sciences, RFBR, and many other partners. So coming back here in Amity, you know, one important statistics which was projected to me that Amity scientists and Russian scientists together have already published 108 research papers over the last 5 years.
Very good. Let's clap for this. These are joint publication with Russian authors.
And I think that is going to be the platform on which we need to build the very strong science and technology partnership, which should be innovation driven and on which Russia has a tremendous strength. So thank you for coming. Thank you for joining hands with Amity to take it further.
Thank you, Dr. Chakravarti. Dr. Kotnala, R.K. Kotnala.
Good afternoon to all delegates, especially our Russian delegates, and as far as the other dignitaries present over here. I'm really, fond of, or rather I'll say not only fond of, because I have been to Moscow and other places of the Russia. Russia being our India's one of the best and a very strong friend for a long time. And now I see the delegation to be here to have some good collaboration, that to academic and science and technology with the Amity University. And I definitely believe that it will grow like our other programs in defense and in other areas. We have grown, India and Russia. As far as I am concerned, I'm working even today in my lab, National Physical Laboratory, to do the research on energy materials and as well as the other sensors and devices. Besides this, I'm a chairman of National Accreditation Board of Laboratories, and as well as I'm advising MIT University for the S&T and innovation for the all faculties and the departments, where I have to see that how it can further flourish. Already it is flourishing.
Thank you, Dr. Kotnala. Now, this is the galaxy of our faculties, scientists, whom we wanted to present. Some of them are here, many of them are still in the laboratories, and you can see the enthusiasm with which they're all here looking forward to expand, deepen the relationship with the Russian institutions, universities. Over to you. May I now request His Excellency Mr. Igor Simonov, the Counsellor, Science and Technology from the Embassy of Russia.
Namaste. Namaste. Yes, sir. First of all, thank you very much for this opportunity to visit your university and for this warm welcome. And I can say that maybe this is a surprise for us, but this is really not a surprise. Because I think that we have a common mentality, Indians and Russia, and I think that my colleagues share this idea that now here we feel ourselves like in a family. Once again, thank you very much for this welcome. And also thank you very much for this interesting presentation. Now we have start to understand your university, your activity, and you already cooperate with Russia. And we see the potential for further cooperation. And as you know that our main role here in this country, in your country, to boost our cooperation, and I'm sure that we will do our best to do this. And also we will meet with, we will return back not once, and we will meet person to person with all of us, because I think and I'm sure that we need to discuss detailed all of the topics. This is not only like this format, this conference, and we should meet a lot of time and to sit and to discuss. And once again, thank you very much for this welcome, for this visit, and I'm sure that we will develop our relation. And we are open, and please contact to us, contact to me directly, contact to my colleague, and welcome to our embassy, to the Russian house, and thanks a lot.
We will now request Dr. B.C. Das. He has already some relationship with BRICS and other projects which he is doing with Russia.
Thank you very much, and welcome all the dignitaries from the Russian embassy related to science and technology. And I introduce myself first, B.C. Das, and I look after the heading the MIT Institute of Molecular. I'm heading the MIT Institute of Molecular Medicine and Stem Cell Research. So these are the advanced subjects, and also look after the MIT Institute of Genome Engineering and Nanomedicine. And I'm the Dean of the Health and Allied Sciences, and also Chairman of the University Research Council. So all the health and allied sciences like public health and pharmacy and the neurosciences and all these departments, I look after all these departments. But also we work on the frontier lines of molecular biology and genome engineering or genome editing. And I have the collaboration under BRICS project with Professor Konstantin Sivenevo for last 3-4 years. He's from the Slokovo Institute of Science and Technology at Moscow.
And we have a joint collaborations and publications, competition publications till date, and for the high-end journals, and we are still collaborating. So that's one good thing that we have. So that is what I wanted to mention, and we look forward for further collaboration, strengthening our hands with the Russian, because as some of our colleagues have mentioned, we have a strong with Indian bond with the Russia for a long time, long time. So we would also like to strengthen in the field of science and technology too, which is still continuing. Thank you.
May I now request Mr. Alexander.
Namaskar. Good day to all of you. Glad to be there. It's not my first time of being here in your university, and every time I'm here, I have this great and very warm welcome. Thank you for this. Well, just a couple of sentences more. Inside this delegation, I represent Russian House, Russian Center for Science and Culture. Many names, but maybe I will use this one. Yeah, that's better. It's normal. Many names, but maybe one goal. We're located a bit apart from the embassy in Fershah Road in the center of Delhi. And our main goal to share with you, to spread along the India achievements of Russian science, culture, and education. From one side, and from another side, to help you, to help Russians, to help Indians, to find these chains between and interactions between India and Russia. So if you have some kind of ideas or find someone in Russia in educational, scientific or industrial aspects, you can ask us, Russian Center of Science and Culture, to help you. Thank you very much, and we are always open for all of you.
Thank you. Miss Olivia. May I request Miss Olivia, First Secretary, to make her remarks.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the warmest welcome here in one of the best universities in India, as we could understand. Unfortunately, we do not have such a comprehensive presentation about Russian education, Russian science and technology now, but maybe next time we will bring it. Thank you for these really very interesting presentations. And as far as I understood, we do not need to find any other partners in India to communicate. We have MIT University and a wide range of wide range of studies and researchers. So we would be very glad to communicate, to collaborate with you. I would like just to share with you with some points about education in Russia, because we see how many possibilities for Russian students also you have here. But we would be very glad to see Indian students in Russia, in Russian universities, because nowadays we have much more opportunities for foreign students in Russia, as many Russian universities have special English-based courses for foreign students. So you are most welcome to Russia. And the main institution to communicate with the Indian students who would like to study in Russia is Russian House of Science and Culture. As my colleague told you, it is always open on Fershah Road. So you're most welcome. And to conclude, as a head of cultural department of the Russian Embassy, I would like to tell you that in November, late in November, we are planning to organize the Festival of Russian Culture in India. So in Delhi, we will welcome 3 Russian folk dance and music groups in City Fort. So you're most welcome to see the best Russian artists in Delhi. And besides Delhi, it will be in Kolkata and in Mumbai in late November. So thank you so much. We'll see you.
Thank you.
We'll think it over.
Thank you, Ms. Yulia. I would now request Mr. Sergei Mednikov, Second Secretary in Science and Technology Division of our Embassy of Russia.
Namaste. Thank you so much. Thank you for such an opportunity to be among such respectable and important people. It's an honor for me. And as far as I see, and as far as I heard here, the relations between India and Russia, this friendship is the strongest in the world. And I completely agree with it. I suppose that this meeting, it's only first step for making our cooperations stronger and in developing of it. Thank you for the interesting presentation. Thank you so much and welcome to Russian Embassy.
Thank you, Mr. Sergei. May I now invite Ms. Ekaterina Atachi to make a few remarks. Can we have the mic over there? No? Okay, Mr. Michael. Mr. Michael. So students, we have presented the galaxy of the officials from the Embassy of Russia here, because we are not only building partnership in research, innovation, but we want people-to-people interface to happen, contact. That is how the country-to-country bond gets built. So let's give a big clap to our students. Students, since it is also a cultural team, I'm going to sing a small song, Russian song for you. You are interested in Russian song? Yes. This is Katusha. Распитали облияни груши, попли тумани надрига, бикадили на брекашуша,
на высокий берег на круто.
That is Russian song. These soldiers building forever. So, thank you very much. Now we have a small memento for.
Maybe next time when your Russian troop is coming, bring them to Amity University. I think students would love to sing and dance with all of them. Yeah.
That's a very good idea. And they have the Russian festival end of November. What Dr. Gurinder saying is Dr. Kano is saying, you can bring the buffet here. You know, we have 40,000 students, and the Russian market will be a mass. They would love it because we are very close. We know the Russian dance. It will be ocean country. Yes, yes. Scenario, very good scenario. Yeah. The largest audience, and in Asia, 40,000 students here. Now, so the biggest auditorium any university has got. Biggest. So you can promote the Russian culture in Amity, not better than any other university. That is what Dr. Singh was saying. Very good suggestion.